Cedric, are you coming over again?
Huh? Feels like there's some kind of an annoying and gross presence that's come begging for me. Oh well, if it's not my 40-year-old shut-in sister, Robin. Are you still shutting yourself into that place of yours with no desire of ever coming out? You happen to have a penthouse on the top floor of that beautiful building, but it's all going to waste on you.
The only reason I'm never coming out of this room is because I don't ever want to run into you or your wife. I get that both Mom and Dad will let you into their lives all the time, but I hate having you guys around.
Huh? Why is that?
If I'm to leave my place at any point in time, you and your wife try to come in here and mess with things. And there are even times you both will come and take things of mine back to your guys' house.
You and I are family, so it's totally okay for us to have some of your things.
No, it's totally not fine. I've had to start going to the bathroom in my room in order to not ever have you guys coming in and stealing things from me. And when I'm hungry, I can only eat these emergency rations I've saved up so that I don't have to go out.
Huh? What the heck? You're a crazy woman. Hearing you say things like that about your lifestyle really makes me want to come over to your place even more.
What?
Hey, tonight I'm gonna be staying over there. Please and thank you.
Huh? Go away! This is not the place that you and your wife can come over to and do anything you want at. And this doesn't only go for you two, but Mom and Dad as well, alright?
Huh? What the heck are you going on about now? Take a look at yourself in the mirror for me and tell me all that again.
What? That doesn't even make any sense.
Oh, it does. You are in your 40s now, yet you still plan on living in Mom and Dad's penthouse for the rest of time? You're like a parasite to those two.
Huh?
I don't want to hear your huh anymore. Listen, Robin. That penthouse is supposed to be going to someone like me, as I'm the older brother. Which means that I have the right to choose who lives in there and who doesn't.
Wait, I really want to know what the frick is going on with you right now. This penthouse is not Mom and Dad's place, and it sure as hell is not going to become yours anytime soon.
Huh? I really want to know myself. What is going on with you? Like I've been saying, you have no right to still be living there. Mom and Dad still live in that place with you, which means that the place is theirs, right?
Did you already forget everything I explained to you before?
Oh, I know the story. About how that place happens to be your fiancé's, but as of right now, he's overseas and can't do anything about us here.
So you do remember what I was telling you about?
Do you think I'm actually going to believe you have a fiancé who's overseas now? I've never even met this fiancé of yours before, and why the hell would he choose to go overseas when he should be thinking about marrying you? This must mean he's not real.
I told you that he was assigned to go overseas for work, though.
You're crazy.
Do you want me to get him on the phone right now and have him talk to you? I can ask him right now, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy to do a video call with you so that you can see his face.
Ah, that's right! You're going on about your fictional boyfriend now.
What?
Come on now, you're too old for that crap, alright? It's sad for me to hear something like that about my little sister, to be honest. I guess you really are the kind of person who won't ever change their ways unless they are met with the cold, hard truth.
What are you talking about?
No worries, it's nothing. Well, I want you to enjoy whatever time there is left for you to be living as a shut-in here.
Isaiah, can you talk right now?
Hey, Robin! It's like 2 in the morning there right now, right? You don't have to call me all this time, alright? I don't want you to have to overdo things just because there is such a difference in time between us.
Yeah, I know. Normally I would have called you at an earlier time when you were just getting up or something. But this time I have something I needed to talk about with you when you're not still sleepy.
Well, if that's important, then maybe it was the right idea, calling me when I'm fully awake. Is it about your parents again?
Well, my parents are a part of this. Actually, they've gotten my brother and his wife involved now.
You kidding me?
At first I was fine with only my parents staying here for a bit, but, well, they seem to keep sticking around in this house and have no plans of leaving. And I guess that's led my brother to think that he can stay here now.
So they think they could just move into a house that's not theirs and live there forever? I guess if they already have their things there and there's no way of really forcing them out without some good reasoning.
I think so. When it comes to me letting my parents stay here at first, it was due to them not being able to pay rent on their place because it had gone up so much. And you said yourself that it was fine for them to come and stay for a while, so I let them move in. But while they've been here with me, my brother started to think that this place has been Mom and Dad's all along, and now he wants to live here too. Of course, it's not helping that my parents won't move out.
Kicking them out or asking for them to never come again is probably a really hard task for you to handle alone, right? I'm not talking about your parents right now, but just your brother and his wife.
I've tried that already, but my parents keep letting them in, forcing me to shut myself into my room while they're around. And what makes all of this worse is that when they've been coming over, they will take things, even from our room. I've had to start putting all the more valuable things in here with me and make sure to keep the room door locked at all times with me in here. Sometimes they'll be in the house for the whole day, and I'll have to force myself to go to the bathroom in here and eat some of our canned foods. Right now, my brother thinks I'm some sort of freak because I never leave my room anymore.
Well, that's not good at all. And actually, if they're stealing things from the penthouse, you could call the police on them.
Well, I've been wanting to, but I thought it would be best to wait for you to come home since it's not my penthouse. And as of right now, it's a 1 versus 4 situation with me going against my whole family. Calling the police at a time like this would most likely make things worse for me.
Hey, Robin? Out of all things you happen to have, how much of it is things that you could, never live without and would like to hold on to for as long as you can?
Huh? Let me think.
This isn't meant to be a trick question or anything. I just want to know how much you have that you would not want to lose.
Well, to keep the list short, I'd have to say clothing and jewelry that you've given me all this time and the engagement ring I have. Also my laptop that has all my work information on it and all of my backup hard drives and such. And also the pressed flower collection that I got from my grandpa before he passed away. What about that printer I have? Do you think that's something we could always buy again?
Good point. I think that could be bought again if needs be.
Well then, I guess those are the only things I'd never want to lose.
All right. Do you think you can fit all of those things into one large moving box or something like that?
Right. All of those things I've listed off aren't big or really that heavy on a way. So I could probably get them all into one decent-sized box. Can you tell me why you're asking me things like this?
Sure. I was planning on telling you what'll happen come morning over there for you. But well, I'll let you know now. Next week I'm planning on coming back to the States for a little bit.
Wait, really? Does this mean things are finally...
That's right. It seems that things have gone a lot quicker than I'd expected here, so... Well, I'll be able to stay in the US for about 3 months or so this time, so I was thinking during that time, you and I can figure all of this out.
Understood. Well, I'll do whatever I can here to start getting things off to a good start for us.
All right. If you can help me out with that box you'll pack up, with all the things you don't want to lose, that would help. Well then, do you think we can call it here for now? It's the middle of the night for you there, and I'm sure you're sleepy, right?
Well, I'm a little sleepy, actually.
Then you need to go to sleep. When there are more things for me to have you do, I'll send you the list and you can get started on them.
All right, then.
Maybe I'll send it in a few hours here.
Then I'll read it when I get up.
Please. Well, good night, Robin.
Good night, Isaiah.
Hey, Robin. Today I want you out of this penthouse.
What?
Mom, Dad, my wife, and myself all got together and had a little chat. You've been trying way too hard to get Mom and Dad's money, haven't you? You're also in your 40s now and still haven't gotten married. Instead dreaming about a fiancé that's not even real.
Did you ever stop to think that the reason I might not be married yet is because I happen to have a useless family that is always leeching off me?
You have no right saying that about us when you're an old hag that can't seem to tell lies from reality. To get you to wake up from that stupid dream about some fiancé you think you have, we're making you homeless.
So you're saying that the four of you are going to kick me out of this penthouse?
Well, when you say we're kicking you out like that, it makes the four of us look bad. I'm just trying to help my little sister get back to reality. And that requires us to be a little hard on you.
Well, I'm not even there anymore.
Huh?
I wasn't able to relax in that place while you and your wife were there. So, before having to deal with any of you guys anymore, I made my move.
Oh! Amazing!
All of the things in my room are no longer needed by me, so go ahead and take whatever you'd like from there. That goes for the whole penthouse as well.
Really? I see! And just so you're still aware, I'm gonna be taking over this penthouse now. So, it was all gonna be mine whether you gave me permission or not.
Well, please take great care of Mom and Dad for me.
Like you did anything to care for them. All you were was a cruddy parasite to them that locked yourself away in their house. Goodbye forever! Hey, Robin! A freaking lawyer is here! He's been going on about whose place this is and whose name is on it! What the hell is all this about?
I'm sure that the lawyer has already explained that part to you, right? My fiancé, the one with his name on the penthouse, making it his, is asking you and the three other squatters there to get the heck out of his place right now.
What are you going on about? This is Mom and Dad's place?
I told you so many times already now that it's not.
But Dad said...
Both Mom and Dad had to end up stumbling into that place with me because the two of them are too stupid and hopeless to help themselves anymore. And after they started to force themselves to live with me long term, you start to think for no good reason that the place was Mom and Dad's and that you could come anytime you pleased. Are you starting to realize how stupid that was of you and that there's no way out of this now?
Huh? Why are you trying to blow so much smoke up my butt?
Are you kidding me? I'm not blowing any smoke. Dad was fired from his job almost a year ago.
He was fired?
He was at a party for work and there was a new employee that he wasn't really fond of, and so he decided to pour beer all over them. And well, that new employee just so happened to be the CEO's son.
The CEO's son?
Because of that, the company started to investigate Dad and found a full list of compliances that he'd been recorded causing. The company, after seeing all that, decided Dad was too far gone to be retrained or helped in any manner and chose to fire him.
What the heck?
After being fired, he was far too old for any other companies to want to hire him. And that led to him no longer being able to afford the apartment he was renting with Mom. So I went and asked my fiancé if it'd be okay for them to stay with me for a little while, and he said that was fine.
Are you being serious right now?
I really thought that by having that lawyer show up at the front door, you would have all realized that I was not playing around with you all, and neither is my fiancé.
Are you kidding me though?
I'm sure you've already heard this, but that penthouse is being set for sale. So you all go back to your apartment or wherever right now.
What?
And this means you'll be taking Mom and Dad with you as well.
No! You hold it right there! I've had enough of this crap from you. Luckily for my wife and I, we haven't gotten rid of our apartment just yet, so we can make things work. But it's not big enough for Mom and Dad to be coming there too.
Is that so? You've been in that penthouse for a month now, right? Have you not been the one taking care of Mom and Dad this whole time there?
I want you to come back and take these two hags with you.
That's not going to happen, though.
Why the hell not?
Because I'll be moving overseas with my fiancé soon to a brand new world without any of you guys around.
What? You're moving overseas?
He is still required to be overseas for work for some time now. So we've decided that the two of us are just going to buy a house there and that'll be our new home. He was actually able to get me a visa as well because he pulled some strings to make it look as though I'm already his wife. So the two of us will be going earlier than expected. We've already finished up our packing and everything.
No way, no way! You stop all of that right now and come back here!
I told you, that's not happening.
Bull crap! And do you really think you'll be able to live in a completely new country all alone? You're in your 40s now, and have lived your whole life spoiled by mom and dad, never working a day in your life. You really think you can speak another language that'll allow you to live well? Good freaking luck!
You know that I'm a translator?
A translator?
I only started doing it after being proposed to by my fiance, but I've learned that I am really good at it.
Are you... You're kidding.
I've been with my fiance for over 5 years now, by the way.
What?
I told him that the reason I didn't want to marry him yet is because all my family is toxic and I didn't want him being dragged into all your guys' drama. But he was very accepting of that and told me he'd wait until I'm ready to be his wife. He's so loving, and he has always been there to take care of me. He even let me stay in his penthouse this whole time while he's been overseas.
Wait.
And, well, seeing that he's even gone to lengths to get me to move to another country with him, I have an answer.
Wait.
Once he and I are on that plane heading to our new house, I'm never coming back to the US.
I told you to freaking wait!
And with that, goodbye forever. A few days after that, my older brother and his wife got a divorce. I guess that his wife started to realize the risks of living with him as her husband were getting way too high and made her choice on the matter. And as for that apartment she'd been living in with my brother, it happened to be under her name. My brother and both my parents were kicked out of her place then and forced to become homeless for a few days as they marched over 20 miles to get to a family friend of theirs' house. They were allowed to all reside there for a little while, and while doing so, it seems that my dad started to look for work again online. I thought that luck was on their side this time and that they would finally be able to get back on their feet, but that's when I found out the three of them have loads of debt. And by the looks of it, those three are never going to be able to break free from this life of never having any money, and should get acquainted with life as poor people. As for myself, I received my visa and was able to leave the US with my fiancé. He was so happy to finally have me for good this time, and wanted me to know he'd never leave my side again. And when we touched down in a new country, away from my family, he asked me if we could get married that month, and I said yes. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story.
Hey Hazel, where are you? I don't see you anywhere. You're supposed to clean my room at that time. Oh, Laura, I'm cleaning up the living room right now. Mr. White just had a meeting with staff there, so there are a lot of cups to wash. What do you need me to clean up? Oh, in the living room? Be careful lest you break that second precious ceramic vase. I won't be able to teleport to save you this time. Like last time? Yes. Oh my god. That time really scared the hell out of me. If it weren't for you, I would have had to pay a fine or worse, get fired. I have a sick old mother and a younger brother who has to go to school, so I can't lose this job. If it weren't for you, I really don't know what to do. Yes. You own me for the rest of your life now, I know it. Well, of course. You can ask me anything you want. Are you sure? Then now it's the perfect time for you to repay me. Take your clothes off. Wait, what? Come on. Take your maid uniform off. I don't understand what you were talking about. You want me to take my clothes off right here, in the middle of the living room? I don't get it. You want to fire me or what? Oh no, I didn't mean right there. I mean, come into my room and change your clothes with me. I'm sorry, what do you mean? You know that I'm being grounded, right? My father won't let me out of the house, but I need to go shopping with my friends for a while. It'll be easier if I wear it as a maid. So that's why I need your uniform, okay? Hurry up. Come on, Hazel. I'm going to be late now. Yeah, I'll be there soon, but I need to finish cleaning up here first. But do you think this is okay? I'm a little worried. If Mr. White finds out, you and I will be in big trouble. Don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Just sit at your desk and pretend to do your homework. Put on your hood and everything will be fine. Besides, you know my father's habits. He never leaves his room when he's working. I'm not sure about this anymore, Laura. I feel like I'm betraying his trust in me. If you want to go out and play, why don't you just ask Mr. White to let you go? He loves you so much, I'm sure he'll say yes. Listen, I don't need you to tell me what to do. You're just an uneducated country bumpkin. You can't go to university like me, and yet you dare to lecture me like that? Don't talk too much. Just take off your clothes. Or do you want me to tell my father about his beloved antique vase? If I hadn't hidden that broken vase before my dad saw it, you would have worked for my family for free for the next 10 years to pay off the debt. No, please don't tell him about it. I'm so sorry. No? Then do as I say. Come here right now. I'm giving you a rare opportunity to experience a feeling that you may not have for the rest of your life. Don't you want to become a rich lady in those few hours? Yes, I got it. I'm coming. Where are you, Laura? It's been 3 hours. Why haven't you come back yet? Mr. White just entered the room to talk to you. We almost got caught. What? So did he find out anything? Aren't you too scared to confess everything to him? No, I didn't confess, but I was so scared I broke out in a cold sweat and started to shiver. He was there for quite a while and told me a lot about how much you mean to him. Well, it must have been boring stuff as usual. Don't worry, I'm almost done here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Can you make it faster, Laura? I still have a lot of unfinished housework to do. Don't worry, I'm almost done here. One more thing, Laura. When I opened your bag to get your laptop, I found Mr. White's watch, which had gone missing a few days ago, along with a lot of cash. And where did you get so much money? Mr. White would never give you that much money, even though he loves you. He wouldn't spoil you like this. It's none of your business, Hazel. You're just a maid. You don't have the right to question your master like this. But aren't you stealing from your father? So what if I am? He won't become poor. It's only 1/10 of what he has. How could you do that? Through what he confided in me, I could feel that he loves you very much. If he finds out the truth, his heart would surely break. I get it. I know what you want, Hazel. When I come back, I will pay you handsomely. If you need money, you should have told me from the beginning. Why do you need so many words? Now just sit still, or he'll find out. No, Laura, I don't want any dirty money. I understand you covered for me, but this is way too much. Mr. White should know the truth. Oh, come on, Hazel. You know that no one will believe you. Yeah, especially since you have no proof. Mr. White, sir? Where are you? I have something very important to tell you. It concerns Laura and the watch you lost a few days ago.
Oh, is that so? I was also looking to have a word with you as well. Are you going to confess that you are the one who stole my money and my watch?
What? Sir, I don't understand. I would never do something like that.
Then how can you explain the camera footage of my office, showing someone dressed as a maid taking my money as soon as I left the house? I trusted you. How could you do this to me?
Well, it's Laura. I know it sounds crazy, but she set me up. She convinced me to swap clothes with her so she could go out with her friend. I had no idea she was capable of stealing from you like this. I just found out, and I was looking for you to tell you the truth.
This is unbelievable. How dare you bring my daughter into this?
No, sir, I swear I'm not lying.
Laura just texted me and said that all her jewelry is missing. So I checked the security cameras in my house and saw the truth. Now I understand everything. Do you not only want to steal from my family, but also want to drive a wedge between me and my daughter? Now I know Laura was right. You can't trust the maids.
Mr. White, please listen to me. Laura is the one who set me up. She's been stealing from you and using me as a cover-up. I have proof, sir. Please give me a chance to show you.
I don't believe a word you're saying, Hazel. How do I know you're not just trying to save yourself from the trouble you caused? You were the one caught on camera stealing from me, not Laura.
But sir, she manipulated me. She even threatened to get me deported if I didn't do as she said. And now she's probably out there enjoying the money she stole from you while I take all the blame.
This is getting ridiculous. I trusted you, Hazel, and you betrayed me. I don't want to hear any more excuses.
What? No, sir, please listen to me. I can prove it. Please give me a chance to show you the evidence.
Enough. I trusted you, and you betrayed me. You're fired, and I'm calling the police. I'm sure they'll enjoy your story.
No, sir, please don't do this. I didn't do anything wrong. It's Laura who's the thief.
I don't want to hear any more of your lies, Hazel. You're done here.
Sir, please, this is a huge misunderstanding. I never stole from you, I swear it.
Get out of my sight, Hazel. You're lucky I'm not pressing charges against you.
Hazel, where's my bag with the money? I need it right now to go buy a new car. I hid it so you wouldn't make any more mistakes. Well, I will tell them everything. And surely you'll have to pay for what you did. What, Hazel? And do you expect that they will believe you? The camera shows it's you. You're just a poor maid in a rich house. The first thing people think about you is that you are a thief. Even if you tell them where the bag is, it only proves that you are a thief. And you'll go to jail for a very long time. No, I can prove my innocence. No, honey, you don't even have money for a lawyer. Then who's gonna take care of your mother and your brother, But now, I'll give you a chance. Just tell me where the bag is, and I'll find a way to distract the police for you to escape through the back door. Police? They're here already? Yes, Hazel, and they're looking for you. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Time's running out. Okay, fine. But you have to make sure that I can get out safely. Of course. Have I ever lied to you? Well, except for switching clothes. Okay, well, I threw it out of your window from your room. It's outside. Oh, good girl. But what do we do now? The police have entered the house. Don't blame me. It's all because you hesitated. Well, good luck. Oh, no, not again. Or, I have a better idea. You can go to the police and confess to them. My father is so benevolent. He won't sue you. You'll only have to stay in there for a few days, and then I'll find a way to bail you out and give you some money to treat your mother. Laura, I can't keep doing this. What you're doing is wrong, and I can't be a part of it anymore. I'm quitting. Right now. You're quitting? After all I've done for you? You'd be nothing without me. That's not true, Laura. You've been using me this whole time, and stealing from your own father. That's just despicable. You want to talk about morals? You're just a lowly maid. What do you know about anything? I may be a maid, but I have integrity and honesty. Something you seem to have forgotten. You think you can just walk away from this? I'll make sure you never work in this town again. And as for Mr. White, he'll never believe you over me. I'm his daughter, remember? I'm not afraid of you, Laura, and I won't let you intimidate me anymore. I have nothing to lose, but you do. What do you mean by that? I mean that your lies and deceit will catch up to you eventually. And when they do, you'll be left with nothing. You're just jealous of me, Hazel. You'll never be anything more than a maid. Once again, I may be a maid, but at least I have my integrity and self-respect. Something you seem to have lost a long time ago. Fine. Go ahead and good luck with making people believe you. But you'll never be able to escape the consequences of crossing me. Mark my words.
Hazel, I was hoping you still had some self-respect left. The police told me you were hiding in the bathroom and wouldn't come out. They're asking if they can break down the door. You know that running away won't solve anything. Just admit your mistake honestly.
Mr. White, please listen to me. I was in Laura's room when she took your money out of your study.
I'm tired of your lying. I'm gonna tell them to break the door down.
Wait! Why would I steal? Well, I'm perfectly happy riding my rusty bicycle.
What? What did you say?
I said that I am perfectly content with what I have. I'm happy to ride my bike to work, and I'm grateful for my loved one's health. I never complain about my situation, and I always face difficulties with a positive outlook. I don't need a fancy car or a big house. I don't care about luxury designer clothes or an expensive education. There are more important things in life, like a new hospital, for example. You've always said that with all your money you could buy anything, but what really matters is making a difference in people's lives. We can use our lives to help others in unfortunate circumstances. Don't you agree, sir?
How do you know about all of this?
You told me these words yourself, sir. You were actually talking to Laura, but at that moment, I was pretending to be her.
So, everything you said was true. But are you sure it was Laura who took the money?
I'm sorry to say that it's true. Laura herself confessed everything to me. I still have her message here.
I don't know what to say. This is all so unexpected. I need some time to think about this. But why would Laura do something like this? She's my daughter. I raised her better than that.
You did raise her well, sir, but sometimes even the best of us make mistakes. What's important now is that we help her to learn from her mistake and make amends. Maybe she's just lost her way, but I do know that she needs help. She needs to face the consequences of her actions and make things right.
Maybe it's my fault for spoiling her too much and letting her spend too much money. Maybe now is the time for her to take responsibility for her misdeeds. I'll tell the police to take her to the station and let her stay there for a few days.
I understand, Mr. White, but I think it's important that you hear what she has to say before making any rash decisions. Maybe there's a way to work things out without involving the police.
You're right. I need to think about this. Thank you for being honest with me, Hazel.
In the end, Mr. White decided that Laura needed to face the consequences of her actions. He gave her the punishment of being the maid for 2 months, which would give her time to reflect on her mistake and learn the value of hard work and honesty. I was happy to see that Mr. White had listened to me and had made the right decision. I was also relieved that the truth was finally out and that I had been vindicated. After that, I continued to work hard for Mr. White and his family. In the following weeks, I saw a change in Laura. She became more responsible and mature, and she apologized for putting me in a difficult situation. I forgave Laura and was happy to see her grow and learn from her mistake. The incident brought me and Mr. White closer together, and he began to see me in a new light. He said that he realized my honesty, loyalty, and positive attitude were invaluable qualities, and he decided to give me a well-deserved promotion to work at his company. I was overjoyed and grateful for the opportunity to advance my career.